All right, everybody. Hello, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. Um, I got a message for you all, so that's why I'm on here very much early or earlier than I usually would be. The decision. And the decision right now is based on both ways. So, in other words, you will be or you already are going into decision mode, and also can be this other person that some of you may have and or is thinking about. Now, I feel that this is more for a present or the current energy, not necessarily somebody from the past, but it can be if it resonate or come through that way for you. But I feel that it's somebody that is actually around you right now, somebody or something that is pending. That is what I'm getting. Okay, something that is pending. Like a pending transaction. So I really feel that you are in the mindset of making a decision right now, and also this person. Okay. If you haven't seen the video from last night, make sure you take a look at it. And also check out my calendar journal. I have finally released it on Amazon. It is an actual physical calendar. Um, there's plenty of pages in here for budget, food journal, 30-day self challenges, plenty of papers for manifesting, prayer writing, um, however you want to use it. Okay. Um, I'll put a section in here for your vision board. And the people who have so far gotten it, they like it. So, manifest writing. So, make sure you go and take a look at it. You can find the link to it in my description area. Okay. All right. I was sorting through my cards to see which ones I wanted to use. But just take heed. It's a lot of things that are and will be transitioning and happening. Um, if you haven't watched any of my videos are long because I try to teach you during the videos. Okay, I want you to learn. That's the whole point of Ascension. And it's going to tell you everything that you need to know. Okay, so yeah, realization, something that is pending, right? A pending transaction. A transaction is still a mutual agreement. You you're purchasing a product, that's a transaction, and you're paying for it, right? Um, so it's pending until the funds or whatever it is exchanged, and then you're able to take the product or the service. The same thing about the reciprocation of a relationship, right? Loyalty, trust, whether it's platonic or love, or even in a union or marriage. Um, this is a realization. The frequency of realization support the eternal process. Hmm. This says process, but I said pending. The internal process of becoming aware of your heart centered truth, as well as the external process or something that's pending of becoming your highest expression in this world. Like I said, you're going through a realization, and also this other person. Is this something that I want? Is this something that I want to be with, get together? Is this something I want to do? Is this something when I want to try? You know, somebody here is going through a realization. Okay. You probably can't even see that, but let's put that right there so we can keep it moving. Both people has to be on the right frequency and vibration for something to work. And a lot of times people forget that, or they don't have a realization of that. And this is why relationships or some type of partnership does not continue or be able to work out. You know, you may be on the frequency of love, nurturing, and caring, and this other person may be on the frequency of I don't care. I'm out to get what I want. I'm out to do what I want to do when I want to do it. On the frequency of I want to stay single, but you're looking for love and partnership. You see what I'm saying? So this needs to be a realization or a pending transaction is what is occurring right now on both of you having a sense of realization to get on the same page. Okay. We have delight in reverse. The frequency of delight supports your capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight you feel, the more delight you will invoke in or out of others. Okay? So, of course, if this is not going in the realization or the frequency that you want, it's not going to feel very delightful, right? If you're wanting to partner or if you like somebody, you giving them clues, y'all had a talk. For some of you, it could have been intimate moments and things like that. But this person is not reciprocating. It's also like the little circle on the internet where it's roaming or something like that, okay? And they're not processing what you're putting out as frequency and vibration. It's not going to feel very delightful. Now, this person also can be feeling this realization of what they are um, putting out towards you, and they could be feeling bad about it. Okay, and this is why, again, this realization is here. um, Hopefully, if they are a very great person, then they will take this realization very seriously, as a wake-up call, as like the judgment card in the tarot deck, you know um, being able to reciprocate as a call to action instead of just leaving it like the little blue circle circling, okay, trying to find a signal or connection. Yeah, divine masculine. Now this could be you even as a divine feminine, but same sex, different gender, whatever you like, I love it. That's your business, okay? But the divine masculine here is not in a very delightful frequency, and you may be getting uh the brute end of it. Okay, like, what did I do? I didn't do anything to you. I'm really trying to be there. I'm trying to be open, nurturing, and caring and understanding. But if you don't want this, then show, tell, let's have a conversation. And so, again, this is why I put the title as the decision. Okay, so I do feel like some type of conversation is coming up. This says the frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focus, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form or formation with kindness and wisdom. And I feel that this divine masculine is not doing this right now. Um, they may be focused, but it may not be focused on you necessarily. They may not necessarily be an active towards you, and they are allowing or not allowing this feeling, frequency, vibration, or emotion, or even communication to be expressed. Okay, they're needing to take action or have this active side to bring, could be their necessary dreams or ideas into reality, into formation, and that will activate the kindness and the wisdom, okay, within them. Whether they do want this, whether they don't want it. Um, and again, if this is you in your divine masculine energy, feminines, then this is you now beginning to take charge, by getting ready to make and call out a decision. Okay, you're about to take action. Remember, as the divine feminine energy, you are the receiver. Okay, so you will be a lot more times more stationary, and the masculine energy is the more active side, the giver. Okay, and I'm not just talking about finances and being a provider and protector and all that. They are the Mars energy, which is the active side. So if this person has not been, maybe they were before, and maybe some things has changed, and they have not been very forthcoming. Okay, and they are now having a realization that this is very undelightful between the both of you. Also could be giving tension between the both of you, or it will be. We have 22 here for the masculine. You add that up, that becomes Rahu. When it comes or dealing with numerology. Now, I've been saying this, and it's already has been taking place the past couple of days or this week. Rahu has now moved into Aquarius. Okay, and K2 has now moved into Leo. Um, so if this is not transpiring right now, it will be. The divine masculines, no matter who they are, what race, what religious background, that doesn't even matter. Okay, all masculines will be getting ready to become more focused and active. They will be realizing their dreams and putting more effort into their ideas. And that itself will help the formation of them being able to be and express more kindness and be able to sit in their wisdom. Okay? So do expect this. Yes, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Healing. The frequency of healing supports your interest. I can't even say that word. Intrinsic. I can see it in my head, but I can't say it. Ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, so this is what's happening with the masculine energy, which is having a realization that healing needs to happen within inside of them. Healing needs to happen for relationships in their life, whether it's friends, family, healing relationships with their children, especially if they are disconnected with them. Um, for some masculines, ready to make a family, ready to marry, ready to settle down, different things like that. Okay. So, bottom of the deck is, see there, the divine feminine in reverse. So, quickly, this says the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, just like I told you, right? Of nurturing and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our interest get. That word is going to be bothering me all day. Understanding of our connection to all creation. Okay. So, just like I said, if you are the divine feminine, some of you could be um, getting ready to step or fulfill and be in your masculine energy right now to go after or fulfill an idea, to fulfill a dream. All of us, whether we're masculine or feminine, we all have yin and yang, right? We all have to take action as energy to fulfill things that we need to do. We work, we plant flowers, we cut grass, we drive, we exercise, we do sports, right? Whether you're masculine or feminine, that is the energetic action within all of us. Okay, so that's why I say divine feminines. You could be about to move. a little bit more into your masculine to be able to um, go through this realization and to go through it and get yourself out of it. Okay. And the divine masculines are needing to touch or tap into this healing and into their divine feminine energy as a realization to express, to be more kind, to utilize their wisdom, okay, to also heal their emotional body. So it's not flip flop, but we do this all the time. A lot of people may not remember this, you know, um, but this is what is happening, okay? And this also can be what the current disconnect is right now. You can be like, well, my masculine, whoever you're dealing with, they're mean or they're acting disconnected. They, you know, they're not, it's not about them being a pushover or allowing you to be a pushover over them. It could be that they're not acting very sweet. They're not acting very cuddly or using their emotional body like once they were, and how you started to like or fall in love with this person. Now, it could be that the masculines are really needing to focus on their dreams. Also, look at that, King of Wands. Focus on their dreams, focus on taking action toward fulfilling their own prophecy in their journey in their life. Um, and that could just be this disconnect, but I think this is, not I think, I feel that this is a huge transformation, especially because we're talking about Rahu and Ketu. Okay. This is needing to be done, handled, healed. This transformation needs to be embodied into the divine feminine. You're going through it, and we'll go through it too, and also the masculine. And by doing this, this is what is going to lead to unions to come together. The Celtic knot. Okay? And this is why some couples will actually finally come together, and some will finally break apart. And that people who are supposed to be with people will be able to unite. And the ones that were in relationships with the people they were not supposed to be in relationships with, that knot will untie. You understand? King of Wands. Okay. This realization as the masculine, the decision, it's like they desire, they want this, but they're not doing anything about it. Okay. And they are not um, enlightening you or discussing anything with you from the emotional body standpoint. And it's kind of like they are acting or being very disconnected. Okay. And so that leaves the divine feminine energy of no type of reciprocation, of just, I don't want to say you're waiting around, but you have. Okay. Like the hangman, you're understanding your own wisdom, insight, and your um perspective, okay, on what to do and how to handle this. Yeah, Five of Wands. You could also be conferring with friends, family, people that you know. Um, this is also, like I said, the transformation, the transition of the King of Wands, uh, disassociating with relationships and partnerships, people they were messing around with, however you want to say, okay, of disassociating from that, not finding it very delightful anymore. It's the Rahu and the Ketu that is making and having this sense of realization that they want true love, true partnership. Mhm. And even divine feminines, if this is you in your divine, hey LJ, if divine feminines is, even if this is you in your masculine energy, um, you're not, your decision making process right now is that you're not going to be with the conflict anymore. You're not going to be with this internal struggle. Um, oh, okay. Divine feminines, even if this is you in your masculine energy, what you're about to do is to take energetic action into releasing and dissolving this Five of Wands energy. Conflict with people, internal conflict, um, healing this challenge or challenges, okay? And you cannot be in your divine feminine energy while doing that. You have to be in your masculine energy to make and to take effort to solve it, to do it, to get through it. Um, why is my daughter blowing my phone up? And to get this completed, okay? And also, some of you divine feminines, you could be having or have more than one person that you're dating or dealing with or interested in. And your Mars energy that you're stepping into is to go after or to understand what you do desire. So you could be breaking down the table like, okay, I'm finna get rid of those three and I'm finna make a decision between these two. This also can be the masculine that is about to take this type of action. Okay. Queen of Cups. Now, for some of you, this may not be, of course, for everybody, but this can be the decision both ways that this person could, number one, be starting to understand through wisdom and insight. Okay. For some of them to be more kind to their ex or ex-wife, ex-spouse, child's mother, child's father. Okay. And this could have been, of course, over a period of time that relationship, that co-parenting relationship has not been very good. It has not been very delightful. And it could have been 10, 12, 7, 5 years, of co-parenting with this person. And with this Rahu and Ketu movement, they're understanding now that it's time to heal this. It's time for them to move on. Drop that issue as the Five of Wands. Be a true King of Wands. Okay? Really desire to do it, to nip it in the bud, to fix this relationship if this is about co parenting. Okay? Because some of you could be dating this person and they have issues with their child's mother or child's father. And that's not going to be a great embodiment of you being in a relationship with them if they despise their child's mother or their child's father. How is that going to be a great embodiment of a loving relationship with you? And or maybe some of you may marry this person. How can you love me but you hate the other divine feminine, which is the mother of your child? Now I know everybody have had issues and this, but this is life. This is the journey of life. And when you finally embody and move into the energy of taking on the Empress and the Emperor, you fix things like that. You don't let it go on. Um, you come into realization, you heal those type of things, and you become the higher ascension of yourself. You understand what I mean? So, and of course, this also can be vice versa. hmm Now, the other decision is that this person, for some of you, the decision is that maybe they have broken up with somebody, um, and they have not totally healed from this. It could have been a person that they wanted to procreate with, to make a child or make a family, and or to marry, but it didn't work out, and they are currently having issues or conflicts with that person. It could have been things that this divine masculine that is representing as a king of wands, their actions, their attitude. You know, how can you try to make a family and want to marry me, but you're acting and still desiring other things and other people? So this is also this realization that this king of wands, or the person that you're thinking about or making a decision about, is coming into realization. They need to make a choice. Now, your choice also, divine feminines, could be, do I want to be a queen of cups to this king of wands? Hmm. Got the nine of cups. Make sure y'all go and watch the video that I put this actual picture up as the thumbnail. That video, I think I did it about 2 months ago. That video also may have some information in there. So anytime you got the queen to the nine, or the nine to the queen, that is a completion. Okay? Because the nine, you need one more to make a 10 of cups. The queen of cups is that ace. We don't want to drop any cards. I see the seven of swords, that this person is or was trying to run away from making this decision. It didn't come out, it didn't fall on the floor, but I just seen it. So is this person going to continue to self-sabotage this? And this why, divine feminine, some of you can be in this choice or making of the decision, or having this realization. You could be, like I said, concurring, or um, asking questions, conversations with people you know, sisters, me as a reader, a best friend, you know, um, some type of sisterhood also can be your ancestors, your mother, a aunt. Mhm. This also could be that this king of wands or divine masculines got too many people in their business. Also could be, you know, the king of wands like this type of competition, or wants to see more action out of you as competition. That will turn on, unfortunately, this king of wands energy. They like that desire, okay? Which is ain't nothing but Mars energy. They like that desire of the conflict. You know, it's kind of like the opposite of the king of pentacles. The king of pentacles is like to see that you want a stable relationship. You only want to be just us. The king of wands is like, yeah, I want to see this competition to oneself, like to them. Okay? To them, they know that they may have you in some type of competition, or they got more than you that they're dealing with, and only they know it, right? For right now. And it could be that this is the type of thing that activate them, that desire, that, you know, that turns them on. That type of desire. The hangman in reverse. So less than 9 days, less than 9 hours for some of you is still early. Okay. Um, an epiphany has or will be reached here. Some type of decision. Now, if this is coming from the masculine, you will get some type of notification, text. Um, I don't want to say they're just going to show up, but for some of you, they may. They may also invite you over. This also could be, of course, a conversation. Mhm. It also can be an expression inside of a text, okay? A picture that they send you, some type of words that they express or say, words that they use in the conversation to express some type of nine of cups energy. So yeah, if y'all hear the sirens, we had some bad weather to come through Atlanta last night. Um, in the heart of Atlanta, it wasn't as bad as the North Georgia part that did receive bad, worse weather and tornado activity. So I'm fine, my family fine. The more city of Atlanta is good. It was more of the North um, Georgia that got the brunt of the bad weather. So we're gonna pray for them. Okay. So now we have the Knight of Coins. Um, this person also is actually making something happen behind the scenes that you may not know, which is toward or for their own benefit, which I mean could be for um, their finances. They also are using, it shows a little bit of their wisdom here of how they are taking things very intricate or very slow with you right now. Okay. Um, they do want this. They do want this, but for some of you divine feminines, it's kind of like you're not moving fast enough. Now, that could be bad, that could be good. Um, y'all know anything that happens fast ends quickly. Okay. Now, this person could be a person that is very reserved, stingy, holds back, is not really a great reciprocator, or they are in the process of holding on to their money, stacking their money right now. They're making a decision for their future. They are looking for a permanent or long term relationships. They have, just like maybe you have had complicated relationships in the past. Could be for some of them. They're just now starting to heal and to get over it. For some of you, they do want a child and or children. This is their wish. So if you're not in the childbearing energy right now, this could be the conflict between the both of you, that this person wants a child and you don't. I know some people have had their children, some people are older and cannot, some people can't have children at all. But this particular masculine here, uh, they want to build and work on this legacy here. This is actively what they're wanting to do. Four of Coins in reverse. I wanted to clarify this Knight. Okay, let's see. What I tell you? Love, strong affection. hmm This is what Rahu in K2 is going to be healing within a lot of people over this next 18 months. That includes you too, Divine Feminine. Okay? That includes you too. Yep, Divine Feminine. Just said it. This masculine or this person you're thinking about or needing to make a decision of, they want a strong union. They may not have been going the right way about it in the beginning. It could have been a lot of issues, a lot of fight, a lot of drama. They got too much going on. They can't, control their little exes or whatever that's all around in their energy. They're still allowing them to be in their energy, not letting them go. They got too many family members or stuff like that that they're conferring with, getting information or advice, um, keeping too much drama, and people in their business. And they need to stop or to separate that and to use their own insight and wisdom here to have this realization. If they desire it, they can manifest it, they can have it. And this is what this um, shift of Rahu in K2, being in Leo, fifth house of dating, procreation, and the making of a child. For some people, this actually is going to happen. Somebody here can unexpectedly have a child within the next 18 months. hmm So that will become a wish fulfillment for somebody here. Somebody here, or a lot of people here, actually will get into a committed relationship within the next 18 months. Or it will begin, because also, Divine Feminines, you're going to open up more to it and about it. Things may do start out slow, but it's going to change. You got not being afraid and not being fearful anymore. Give me something on the King of Wands. The King of Wands, silence, no contact. Because they're going through, like I said, depending, right? They're going through this realization of who and what they want. They need to bring their own self out of this Five of Wands energy. Okay. Five of Wands. It just had to hit the floor. Hold on, y'all. Oh, non-committal, independent. Okay, so this is what the divine masculine or this King of Wands energy, whether it's you as a feminine or a masculine, this is going to change. Somebody is going to change from being non-committal, which the King of Wands a lot of times can represent, uh, and it's going to turn into experiencing new things. Okay. So this person also, or you, somebody here may have travel issues. We talked about that last night in the reading with the Ace of Swords and reverse issues or complications with travel, passport, immigration for some people here. They also could have some issues with their transportation, maybe needing to buy a car broke down. Um, but also, the King of Wands has the desire to want to do new stuff. If you have a King of Wands in reverse that actually came out last night in reverse, they want to keep doing the same old thing with the same old people, the same old drama. And it's time to put those desires into action. You know, because the King of Wands in the upright will travel, will desire to want to try new foods, new things, be the opposite, and to get to know different types of people, new environments, willing to take the action to do it, to experience. Okay? And for some of you, this King of Wands to a Queen of Cups, this may not be necessarily something that they have taken on before. Maybe this King of Wands have always dealt with Queen of Wands or pages or knights, you understand? And you may be the embodiment of the true divine feminine energy, also Queen of Cups or Empress energy. And that's a total new experience for them. And they may be scared. They may be scared to try this type of new love because yeah, twin flame divine connection, because you're totally different than what they're used to. And this could be, of the silence, the the pulling back, the hesitation, um, the no contact, the conflicts, the going back or toward other people they were dealing with, because they're comfortable with that, you know, because they would have to see they're dating, meeting someone new. They would have to rise to the occasion to meet you as divine masculine and divine feminine, not divine feminine to King of Wands, not King of Wands, um, or not divine masculine. How can I say that? And vice versa, if you're a masculine looking for a divine feminine. You get what I mean, right? So, dating, meeting someone new. hmm Now, like I said, depending on this decision, uh, you're still content as the Nine of Cups to a Queen of Cups. If this doesn't work out, you make your decision to move on. Um, Rahu is still going to, well, actually, K2 in fifth house of dating will move you toward meeting and dating somebody new. And this King of Wands knows this. They know it. hmm That's why I say the process or the pending of the decision both ways. Self-esteem and insecurity. You will no longer have this type of insecurity, divine feminines, about getting out, meeting somebody new. It's not saying that you got to go to the club every weekend and do all of that, but you will have to experience something new. Be willing to open up, and meet somebody new, um, at your own pace and in what we do call divine timing. Being at the right place at the right time. Don't let your insecurities, especially with divine feminine energy here, deter you. Um, don't be afraid. Don't have fear, because that's also what Rahu will emphasize. That's what Rahu is. Rahu will make things look way worser than what it is. Okay? And by being in 11th house of Aquarius, which is friends, networking, people you associate with, healing process, um, meeting new people, humanitarian and things like that. 11th house, wishes, dream fulfillment, hope, healing. Rahu will make that seem worser than what it is. And you have to understand that that is not your true insecurity, that is not your fear, and you will have 18 months of that. Okay? So, and it's also going to be like this for this person, that Rahu will be making this in their mind, okay, as a realization that they shouldn't experience this new thing, that they still should be afraid and have fear, that they should not express their feelings and emotions and utilize their wisdom, um, and to and take on and embody their emotional body, and to be more loving, caring, and nurturing. Okay. Secret admirer, timid. Now, for some of you, you may have a secret admirer, or you may have some type of inclination with the hangman in reverse on who and what this is. Could be somebody you work around in your community. Um, that's the worstest thing, right? To have somebody in your community that has a crush on you and you never know that they watching you, following you, they're not saying nothing, and it's kind of like weird, right? And please don't ever date anybody in your community. Because if you decide to date new people, then you got to worry about somebody watching cars over your house and all type of stuff. I mean, you can. If you're only about being in a one person, two people relationship, then that's good. Okay? Like I just said, divine intervention, time for reflection. So if you do have a secret admirer, their realization is to get ready to say something. Mhm. They're gonna come out of this fear and feeling afraid. They feel insecure, self esteem, romantic feelings. All right, bottom of the deck is being honest, expressing the truth. And let's end it with one of these. Let's check the bottom of the deck over here. No, before I do, what is this romantic feeling? The moon. Hmm. The moon. This person also could be having, or you, um, financial or credit issues, which is affecting their love life, especially as a King of Wands. You know, they maybe can't really take you out or show you around or really date properly. That could be why they're feeling insecure too, or not like a masculine energy. Um, Maybe they also want to travel with you, go on a 2 or 3 day vacation, do something, ride out of town for 2 hours and come back. But none of that can, for some of them, can take place because of money issues here. Okay, and that also can be, like I said, the Five of Wands. But this also can be a connection or a masculine that has some issues with their mother. This also can be why the divine feminine energy here in healing is here, because the moon is the mother. Okay. Speaking of mom, today is my mother's birthday. Totally miss her, the moon, and it has been 19 years now that she has been gone, but it don't even seem that long. So if I a little melancholy, that is why. But the moon here is a representation of the yin, right? Like I keep talking about the emotional body, and this person and or you that really needs to be healed so that true love can happen. That both people can really sit in their divine feminine and their divine masculine energy with true and not false romantic or romance type of feelings here. And this could be Five of Wands, while this divine masculine or King of Wands had issues in the past or with this last relationship. What is the secret admirer? A Page of Wands. Also could be not only learning you by being a secret admirer or having a crush on you, but this person could be younger, or you may be the one that's younger. Um, but this is also Jupiter energy to me. Jupiter is in Gemini now. It just moved from Taurus. It will be there till about September, October, and then it will go retrograde for a minute. Again, Vedic sidereal. So, Page of Wands, this person, um, this is about learning and teaching. This person is learning this, but this is also a teachable moment to them from you if this relationship does progress. Okay, you're teaching this person something, uh, which is also healing their self or insecurity. to express their feelings and emotions here, the moon, to step more into their higher self or ascension, and to be in that divine masculine energy, and to come out of being a page. Now, again, this person may already flirt with you, talk with you, if you know this person as a page of wands. They're very sexual in nature. Mm. They also really want to connect with you intimately. And if you do this, for some of you, you may also get impregnated. Okay? So I'm telling you ahead of time. Two of Swords. There we go. I'm digging her outfit. Y'all know that's pretty much how I dress right there. Two of Swords. The decision. Depending. All right, let's check the bottom of the deck before I give you a romance card. Just put that to the side. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Coins. Now, both of you may be very busy. Um, I see both of you working very much, okay? Taking care of your finances. So, either one of you may not have a lot of time for love or connection anyway, especially if you don't even know this person very much as a secret admirer. But the truth is going to come out. Okay, well, I'd even get a full shuffle. Okay, that's good enough because it already gave me too much. And this is the Lover's Oracle. Okay, she naked it, so covered it up. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Okay, so this is the transformation also that this King of Wands is having or needing to do and heal from, because the King of Wands need to align the heart and the mind as one so that this manifestation can happen, whether a secret admirer or somebody you're already dealing with, and also the Two of Swords to make a decision. Also, you, okay? For the heart is the gateway to the soul. So the answer dwells in the heart, not in the mind. And this King of Wands needs to do this, be this, express this, take action on it. Because they can live in their mind as a secret admirer about you, you know, as long as they want, but then they're going to miss out on this divine connection and you will move on and get yours. Okay, here's the other card. This is embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life. You see how all these cards are really talking about the emotional body, the moon, the divine feminine energy. Um, the only way two people can really connect and have a great relationship is they both have to emotionally be connected. You can't have one person more or only in their emotional body and the other person is more about just intimacy or fun or drama and conflict. It's not going to work, right? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So they could be you or them. Twin flames. The passion ignites. So we did have that. And I hope y'all do know, if you don't, Rahu in K2 is the embodiment of the twin flame energy. And now, after what, 100 years or something like that, that it has finally moved into 11th and 5th house, Leo and Aquarius, a lot of unions will begin to come together. Okay. Hmm. Even the pictures are lining up here. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Just like I said, the decision. There's no right or wrong whether y'all come together or not. Okay? That's also part of the twin flame energy. Um, where that it's about getting to that point of understanding your journey and life lessons. And some twins of the twin flame unions will never reach that point. And this is why they will never be able to connect with the external flame of their counterpart. You understand? Um, because some of the twins here in unions will only stay connected to their external flames of different circumstances in this realm, in this vibration and this frequency. But the key to having a union is both twins embodying the internal flame to be able to connect. One can't be internal and the other one can't be external. It has to be an agreement. Like it says, when it comes to matter of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands the understanding of life and love. And if your person is not willing to open up and allow that feminine emotional body to be oneness or wholeness within side of them, then this will be something that they will continue to have to deal with in their lifetime and heal, okay, and still have different type of five of wands energy in their life. Some masculines are very hesitant, and I'm going to say scared, to tap in and to keep hold or wholeness of this divine feminine or emotional body, because society say, oh, you're soft, you a simp, or whatever they call it, you're a simp, you soft, you know. And more divine feminines want to see only the action or the masculine side to keep them attracted. And of what I see in doing readings, okay? But then when the masculine taps into their emotional body, a lot of divine feminines want to disconnect. They don't want to be in a relationship with that masculine anymore. They're not hard enough. They're not flashing pew pews around, you know. Um, they're not dogging women out in relationships, you know. They're not abusing them. They're not cussing them out. So it's kind of like humans have lost the whole purpose of the twin flame unions, and it is more about what society has conditioned and programmed into what romance and love and connections is supposed to be. Now, not for everybody, but this is the challenge, because when the masculine becomes one with their emotional body, they tend to lose connections, because the divine feminine wants somebody who is more aggressive, who is harder, who is meaner, who is, etc., etc. So, but it's about to be a shift in that. We got three left. Okay. It is important right now to take a step back and spend more time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So, like I said, this also could be what this masculine has been doing, and it kind of forced some of you divine feminines to go into this silence and no contact also. hmm And we got two left. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you, yes, but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And this also could be something that is dawning Okay, a realization, awakening on this person of, the time that they spend with people that is not benefiting them, the issues, the conflict, the several people that they're dealing with messing around, the drama and all of this different stuff that they are encompassing in their life and not healing from it, emotional baggage that they're not healing from, and it's causing conflict or internal conflict within them. This also can be you. Um, they're ready to move into a more delightful, loving relationship. Okay, because that is what the soul, the memories, is going to be left, okay, or have kept in the consciousness. It's not the material things, it's not the $15,000 purse you bought or the $3,000 shoes you're wearing. It's going to be the love and the memories that is going to be part of your soul and in your consciousness. Okay, and again, this is what the twin flame union is about. It's about the consciousness of the love and the relationship and understanding on what love and life and journey and this I say this all the time about being a human, being a spirit living a human experience. So once two twin flames understand that and abide by that, that's when unions start to come in. Okay. Your last card is imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And I feel that this is what this is. Hmm. And the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here, this masculine is realizing that they're needing to turn these, they see the opportunities. Okay, they see and understand the opportunities, and that it needs to come into light. And I feel that this is what the masculine energy or the decision is about to be. And I feel that actually both of you is working on this now. Like I said, the key issue is, will it become a union for both of you? But that's left up to you. That's your decision, you know. And if this person fails to make a decision, then that's your answer. But I do feel that whoever this is, they're about to start to express things, listen to and watch the words that they're using now. If they have been very closed off, acting very silent, no type of contact, um, if they start contacting you or the secret admirer starts to reveal their self, listen to what they say. Listen to, watch the words that they're using. Pay attention because you're going to see a shift in how they will begin to express their self. Okay? The moon. Now, I feel that we should have another moon coming up, but I think that's not going to be until the first part of June, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, stay tuned. We're going to do a video about that. And I haven't forgot about doing our Rahu and Ketu reading. But I feel that some type of divine intervention is going to happen. It's going to happen according to how it needs to happen for you in your life. And this is also going to be the change that is going to come over this person's emotional body, okay, and how they start expressing their self to you, okay. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one.